Hello everyone and welcome to this video. So in this video we're going to talk about CSC preparations. So CSC is Canadian Security Course. So I'm going to introduce myself, then I'm going to talk about what is Canadian Security Course, how is it structured, how is the exam conducted. Then we are going to talk about the CSC prep course. So when you enroll, what do you get? What all support is provided by us so that you clear the CSC successfully. So I am Harry Vidalkar. You can connect with me on LinkedIn or you can connect with me on YouTube. So I'm a PhD candidate in financial planning at Texas Tech University. I also teach at two Canadian universities. So I teach courses around finance, fintech and financial planning. I'm a founder of Finance in Canada YouTube channel, and I also host a podcast, Everyday Millionaire. So you can search that podcast, right, and you can listen to real life stories. Along with that, I manage a family office that in that family office, I have $2 million of my own investments, and we have taken money from other investors, and I help manage that family office. And I'm also a former fintech founder. So I was in 2013, we started a Bitcoin mining company and a Bitcoin trading company. So I was a founder of that. I have been an investment advisor for over 10 years and I have like 10-15 years of experience in financial services. I'm also passionate about making complex financial topic easy. And I focus a lot on AI powered education because I see that's the future where education is going. Now, over the years, through different platforms, I have helped over 30,000 students, right, clear different certifications in financial services. So CSC certification, FX certification, CFP, CFA, FRM. So I've helped them in their journey to clear these certifications. So enough about me, let's start with the prep course. So what is Canadian Security Course? So Canadian Security Course is a regulatory exam. What does regulatory exam means? You need to clear this exam in order to work as an advisor in Canada. If you want to sell stocks, bonds, right, mutual funds, ETFs, that is you want to advise clients on them, then you need to clear this exam. So if you clear this exam, then it opens up a pathway into financial services industry. So you can work with a bank, with a mutual fund company, right, with a broking company in order to advise clients. So it's a national foundational credential for security reps and advisors. So usually advisors and security representatives do this certification. So let me just start the highlighter. So it is administered by Canadian Security Institute. CSI is the body that runs this exam. Now, Canadian Security Course is divided into two levels. So there are two computer-based exams, level 1 exam and level 2 exam. Each exam is 100 multiple choice, 2 hours, and if you score 60% or above, you clear the exam. It is required by, this exam is required, clearing this exam is required by CIRO. What is CIRO? Canadian Investment Regulatory Organization, in order to get the license to advise on stocks, bonds, mutual funds and ETFs. So how is the CSC program structured? So you have level 1. So in level 1, we study the foundations. It's a conceptual exam. So you will come across a lot of like economic theories, fundamentals of markets, stocks, bonds, etc., derivatives. You will understand them on a conceptual level. So it focuses on foundation of markets, economy, product and issuers. Level 2 exam is more about practical. So it's more implied or more applied. So in this, you will analyze stocks, bonds, you will learn about portfolio management, you learn about taxation, and you will learn about working with clients. So both levels must be passed within 1 year of enrollment. You have multiple resets if you don't clear within that year. Level 1 exam is 100 multiple choice questions. There is a 2-hour limit. Then the exam is done online or through Prometric. You need to score 60% and above to clear the exam. you have unlimited resets, but each time you resit for the exam, you have to pay. So level 1 exam, so if you see the different sections, so Canadian investment marketplace is the biggest one. It has 16% weight in the final exam, followed by economy 13%. Then bonds put together, it is like 12% for understanding bonds, and pricing and trading, where you have a lot of numericals, that is 11%. Common and preferred shares are 13%, the conceptual side. Transactions are 10%. Financial derivatives is a difficult topic in level 1. Students usually struggle to understand it. So when you're studying, pay a little bit closer attention to derivatives. It is 10% weight in the final exam. And financing and listing securities is 7% weight. Corporate and financial statements 8% weight. The last chapter is important because it will go into level 2, right? So this is a bridge chapter. So a lot of concepts you learn here are going to be applied in level 2. So level 2, if you see, it has 100 multiple choice questions. It's a 2-hour exam. It is 60% pass again. It has 3 sections: investment and portfolio analysis 36% weight, managed and structured products, so this is where you cover mutual funds, ETFs, segregated funds, etc., that is 40%, and working with client is the lowest weight structure, in which you have taxation, KYC, and suitability requirements, that is ethics and stuff, that is 24%. Okay, so that was about the exam. So what happens when you enroll for this course? So you get multiple resources in order to successfully clear the exam. So what are those resources? So there are high definition chapter by chapter video lecture. So each chapter has a video lecture for itself. So you watch that, you understand the chapter. Then there are concise printable chapter notes and sometimes cheat sheets wherever formulas are given, right? So after watching the video, you then read the chapter. Ideally you should do it using the book, but you can also refer to chapter notes because they're a little bit easier than the book. I've added few more examples to make it more palatable. Then after that, there are a lot of practice questions. Every chapter will have 30 questions that you can practice. Plus there are mocked exams, level 1 separate, level 2 separate, which you can give and get ready for the exam. This is the part that I'm most excited about. This course, this prep course, has an adaptive AI tutor. So link would be shared in the course. So you can use that adaptive AI tutor for chapter reviews, then for creating like questions that you can practice. Then it can help you to do step-by-step numericals and all of that. So it is on demand, 24/7 available, and you can create fresh quizzes using that. And this is the thing that people have found the most useful because it helps you to memorize concepts. So every chapter will have 20 to 45 minute podcast. So podcasts are audio based, so you can put the podcast on. You can use it when you're driving or you're going for a walk or you're hitting the gym. So you can listen to those podcasts and memorize certain topics. So it is conversational in nature and it's really helpful. So what sets this course apart? So it has engaging multimedia, video, notes, podcast, quizzes. AI tutor is available 24/7. Exam style practice questions, right? Then it is mobile friendly for flexible study. So what do you master? So once you complete this prep course and get ready for the exam, you would be expert in Canada's investment marketplace, then regulatory landscape and ethics, economic indicator you will understand really well, interest rate cycles, market impacts, then things like bonds, equities, derivatives you will understand really well, portfolios, management, taxation, etc. Now, who will benefit from enrolling into this course? If you're planning to work in the financial services industry, that is with a bank, a mutual fund company, and let's say, and broker or dealer, right? Then you need to clear the exam. So aspiring investment and mutual fund advisors, so who want to be CIRO licensed. Then bank or credit union staff, finance students, and people who want to switch careers. Then self-directed investors might also benefit. So once again, when you enroll, chapter-wise expert-led videos, chapter summaries, notes, questions, AI tutor, long-form podcast, time, mock exams. So outcome is our focus in this prep. So finish and be ready to pass both CSC exam and meet the CIRO proficiency. You will start speaking the language of Canadian capital markets. So some people already have experience in capital markets, but they might have experience somewhere else in some other country. So when you move to Canada, right, you need to get updated on things out here. So this course helps you to do that too. It will help you advise clients, impress in an interview, and manage your own portfolio. So thank you for listening. I hope you enroll and see you in class.